What's up, guys? You are back with macroeconomics with the man himself, V. Bowie. So today we'll be discussing a very fundamental principle of economics, which is the supply and demand curve. So what we see here is the supply and demand curve. The supply curve is upward sloping, while the demand curve is downward sloping. So what does this tell us about the relationship? So the supply curve shows us the relationship between price and quantity supplied. Because it's upward sloping, we can see that at higher prices, producers are more willing to produce at a higher quantity. Likewise, demand is downward sloping, which shows us that consumers are willing to buy more of a certain good when the price is lower. And the intersection, what does that show us? Tune in for the next slide. Welcome back. Today we'll be discussing about the intersection between supply and demand and what this tells us within the market. So the intersection between supply and demand tells us the equilibrium point within the market. This sets the price in which the good will be sold at and how much of it will be produced. So this equilibrium point is fundamental because if we do not operate at the equilibrium point, our economy is not working at its most efficient state, and which can lead to unemployment and many other things that can cause suffering or certain people to not have the means of getting what they need because they do not have a job, because we're not employing all of our resources to the max. And as we later discuss in this course, when we do not function equilibrium, we have something known as the dead weight loss.